My name is Chipego Simukuwa. I'm 23 years of age. I didn't spend much time with my mom, so I grew up with my aunt in Chibombo. And then after, when I was in grade 9, that's when I transferred back to my parents' place. Actually, my mom and my dad were never together, so I grew up with a single parent, not knowing who my dad was. It was a tough life for me. Due to financial reasons, I wasn't able to continue my education, to go to college and other universities, but even though I've got good grades for my grade 12. So I always thought like, what is true combat? What are my abilities? How can I challenge myself? How can I know that this is practical for me in real life combat? That's how I started searching for full contact. First, I wanted to do some kyokushin. Then upon my way to join the kyokushin, I met my friend Nathan Chirenga. That's how he introduced me to mixed martial art. He took me to the person who was in charge with mixed martial art. At that time, there was a club, CFC. They were hosting a tournament. That's how I went there to register. I went there to register for the fights. After I registered for the fights, I had no MMA background, no MMA knowledge. So that's how one day I received a call from Benjamin Bush. He called me to go and train with him so that he can show me something to prepare for my fights. That's how I went to his gym. Actually, people were paying to train MMA, but for me, I didn't pay anything. He welcomed me very well, and he taught me some few fundamentals for MMA. By that time, I think we only had about 2 weeks to go to the fights. So the only thing that coach told me, he was preparing me, was how to escape if I've found myself in a bad situation where someone grapples me, someone wants to pin me down, someone wants to submit me. So he gave me that knowledge, and we worked on that for 2 weeks. Then the other week, it was fight week. Then it was an amazing experiment. My first MMA fight was with Tony. It was an amazing fight. It went to first round up to third round. Well, in third round, I was disqualified. The ref said I used an illegal shot to the back of the bro, or the back of the head. So my opponent was unable to continue the fight, so they disqualified me. Well, I just loved everything, the crowd, the action, and the people, the way they welcomed me, and just the impression and how everyone treated me was enough for me, and I knew that this is what I was meant to do. In MMA, just after fighting three fights, I've seen a future, and every time I want to do bad activities, like engage myself in bad activities, I always think of what if I mess up my life. So MMA helps me stay disciplined, because there's a future, a bright future ahead, and I can see it. MMA has helped me mentally, because the things that we go through, we are trained to fight, we are trained to be as warriors, never to back down in any situation. No matter how life has been hard for me, because of MMA, I'm not backing down. I'm always putting up a fight for everything, whether financially, spiritually, or any challenge. I'm just there fighting it. My main aim goal, I want to be at the top. I want the whole world one day to look at me and say, oh, That's Chipego Simukuwa. He came from a humble beginning and now he's a world champion. My goal is to be famous, to inspire Africa, to inspire Zambia.